What up, YouTube? It's your boy, Detroit Love, with another video. Before we get started, please click that subscribe button to help us grow, and make sure you comment on the video. And before you go, like the video. Like the video right now. Let's do it. Let's get started.
This way up, pull out.
On your mark. Get set.
Holy Toledo. We're back in This is the pinball. Control panel. Legends Ultimate. Power, USB, and controller bus. It's got the chrome finish. That's a weight to it, so it's clearly have something. This
So aren't you?
I gotta put my decals
panels on.
Guardian releases power orb. Destroy Centaur.
So it appears that the only tool required for assembly is a Phillip head and a straight head screwdriver. So my trusty Nest screwdriver should be sufficient. We'll see. These are pretty small. I don't know if it will be sufficient, but we shall find out. Always have some options. So we just have to make sure we have everything. Though, did I tuck something off somewhere? I must have. I don't see. There's the side panels. Something in this book seems to be awry. Oh, that's the side panel artwork I was looking for. That's what's in the roll there. Okay. All right, so I know we have the two C's and the two D's. I'm not sure what this E is. That must be with the G and the F. The G and the F. So I have to look for this E. And then A and B appears to be those. So let me just make sure I have everything. And I already verified I have the two pinball kits. We got a bunch of screws, and I know we have the cord, anti-tipping, which I've never used. I don't have walls. And so we'll get to the assembly. That's E. F. And G. E, F, G. Okay, we got those. This is the base. Side panels. So this cabinet is assembled a little bit different than the arcade one-up. It essentially has a tall riser. So it's going with the way that the rumored Neo Geo cabinet is, and the II arcade, where you have basically the top portion with the screen, and then you have a long base that it sits on. And so it's pretty simple to do. No big issues there with the base. Just got to assemble, put these screws in. Cam bolts. These things are just connected with these cam bolts, which are pretty simple to do. It's just screwing in the initial bolts. Can get a little hairy, but overall it's much simpler to put together than arcade one-up, because you don't have to worry about that screen being bolted to anything. It's already taken care of for you. So it's just a matter of putting together this base and then screwing the top and the control panel into the base so that they all stay together. Pretty simple. So I think this the side art is different than the previous version of this cabinet, based on what I've seen on the internet previously. Now, I have mixed feelings on what I think about this. I think I'm relieved that I didn't have to try to fix this thing on and have to worry about it peeling off or getting bubbles and that type of thing. And I'm glad that the seams aren't there and that the screw holes are hidden. And so from that standpoint, I like this. I'll just have to see how it goes over time. I believe I'm all done. So let's just take a look at it. I guess I'm missing a couple of screws that I don't recall them mentioning to put in. So I'll have to put those in. But a nice chrome finish. Now, when I open up the vinyl, initially I cringed because I'm like, oh, I hate putting on, affixing the sticker vinyls to the side. And AtGames has gone with a different method where the vinyl is just rigid, and then you just put these plastic pieces on to hold it in place, so it's not stuck to it at all. It's just, you know, sitting against it and mounted with these plastic clips or screws, plastic screws. So I don't know, you know, so it's not, so it's bubbled, whereas, you know, a fixing I would have probably had some bubbles, but I think I would have had less bubbles. So I'm not sure how I like this. The alternative would have been for them to apply graphics like Arcade 1-Up did, but then you would have a seam here. So this hides the seam, but I don't know if over time that relaxes and maybe I don't care later, but that's kind of weird that it's done that way. So the jury's out on that. Looks like I gotta wipe it down. It's got a lot of smears on it. You got your spinners, trackball, joysticks, and your buttons. Power button. Legends Ultimate. So you have your list of games. Again, I'm not a fan of plastering the front with these games. You know, I mean, that's a selling point to have on the box that you sell this on, but once it's a symbol, I think that's just crazy to do that. I really should have just flipped it over and put it on backwards. Okay. So I'll have to go register for the arcade net. So you got your speakers on top, so they'll be right at you as you're playing, so the sound should be great. So we had our power, but we got our volume up and down there in that corner. Over here we have a HDMI. I'm not sure if that's in or out. Two HDMI, two USBs, USB 2 and USB 3. You got a channel selector, a light showing you that the arcade, I don't know if that's just on, whether you're using the arcade or you're using the HDMI in, I would assume then. So that is yet to be determined. On the front, there's nothing on the bottom to be seen. Here's these pinball buttons. Around the back, you just have your power and an Ethernet port, which I'll probably be using. So I had these pre-screwed, pre-drilled holes that weren't utilized. There's a Legends Ultimate Home Arcade sticker fixed there. Otherwise, the back is pretty plain. You got some light bleed from here because this panel doesn't really line up all the way, but who's going to be back here, right? So no big deal. There, got your power cord going out into your socket. You see how this plastic, and there is some wiggle room to these, so I can loosen these and then sort of play with this to get that to be more flat, so I'll have to do that. Which is a lot wider, has a bigger screen. I believe it's a 24-inch screen. So compared to the Arcade 1-Up, you see it's a little bit taller and definitely wider. All right, guys. So we'll have to do the next step, get configured and everything, and then we'll continue this series. All right, guys. Appreciate you watching here. Let me know what you think about the size, the game selections, whether you'll play pinball, is that something you want? What do you think about the vinyl and the way it's affixed or just attached to the unit? What do you think about the graphics on the side? Anything else you want to share? Appreciate you watching. So it does have a backlit marquee. Nothing fancy about it at all. But it follows suit of my systems where all of them include backlit marquee. So I don't have to do anything there. That's great. I would definitely prefer to have coin doors than not, and I definitely prefer to have a plain or graphic front than these plastered game selection. I mean, you got 300 on here. You know, they decide to put 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 games on the front. If you're doing bring your own game, will any of these games even be played anymore? So, you know, why do that? Put some fake coin doors on there and make it look like an arcade versus this names. I mean, you got this blank space up here. Do you put the names there? Some of the names on both sides as opposed to doing it there. The cabinet is definitely thinner than I thought it would be. You know, so it's almost full size, not quite. Much wider. See how that panel, as compared to these panels, definitely have way more space. Not bad looking at all. The graphics are just a design of their own. Okay, so now that the Legends Ultimate is fully assembled and, you know, it looks okay, you know, next to the other guys down here, but here's the dilemma, and hopefully I can figure this out in the next videos, is when I assemble this, man, I can't wait to get ready to play me some golf. Okay? When I assemble this, oh, I can't wait to get to fighting. Oh my goodness. 2-on-2. When I assembled this, I couldn't wait to play some pinball. When I assembled this, oh man, some basketball. Let's get this game started, baby. Let's do it. When I got this thing assembled, Galaga, first thing I'm played. With this guy, there's nothing that says, now that this thing is assembled, let me go play. And isn't that the reason why I put this thing together, is to play? Nothing screams out to me. With spinners, what game screams out for me to come play with this spinner? With the trackball, what screams out to me, now that this thing is put together, let me go play this particular game? 2 players, oh, nice setup. What game on here screams, let me get my buddy over here and let's play some 2-player games? Got this huge screen. What screams out to me? I can't wait to see this game on this screen. And that, my friend, is why I hadn't bought this before. But I'm giving it a chance. And I'm going to have to do some research. Those guys down there, I don't have to research anything. I know exactly what to do, what to play. 300 games, and nothing on here says, come play me. On this beautiful screen with this awesome control panel, with this fantastic sound system, what do I play? Please, people, if you have this thing, tell me what my next move is, because I'm kind of lost. I'm really kind of lost. What's the mind-blowing, can't wait to play game that's on here? Because nothing on the list says that. I got these pinball free add-on, but what the hell do I play? There's no pinball game on here. Out the box. So you're saying I have to jump through some hoops to play some pinball? Jump through the hoops to play some great games? I need to figure this out quickly. Otherwise, I might have to take this thing back. I don't want to do that. Help me out, guys, in the comments. What should I be looking for? What should I be playing? What can I do? Help me out. Hey guys, I appreciate you taking time to watch the video and for clicking the like button. Check out the description for additional information, and please subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell for notification of new videos. Ask your questions and share your thoughts below in the comment section. And until next time, I'll see you on the web.